going on?
I don't know what to do. My friend Halanos was bringing me back a shipment of rare art, but he hasn't arrived. I fear the worst.
If you value your friend more than your drachmi, maybe you'd pay for his retrieval?
Of course I value Halanos more than drachmi. I take it wealth is all you value, Misthios.
Depends where his ship was coming from.
It set sail from Macedonia. If you help find my friend, you can keep whatever art he was bringing back.
I can't promise anything. The sea is vast and hungry. I'll need some information to get started. You said Galarnos was sailing from Macedonia. Is there anywhere else he might dock?
Nowhere. The recent storms must have caught him. If they were close enough to the island, they might have been forced into a bay. I'd check the coast.
This rare art you mentioned sounds valuable.
Halanos is an art dealer. I sent him to Macedonia to make a purchase on my behalf. Not knowing what he's going to bring back is half the fun.
Hopefully the sea will reveal more than you've given me to go on.
I thank you for doing this, Misthios.
Your face looks more sour than this fishy stink.
Why shouldn't I be sour, huh? My no-good son sailed off with my boat and should have been back hours ago. Probably showing off for that Mytilene girl. Ugh!
He's probably just lost track of time. I'm sure he'll be back eventually.
Of course he'll be back eventually. But I need him back now. These fish are not going to skin themselves, you know. Say, have you got time for an errand? Go look for my boy on the bay bordering the Petrified Valley and Ancient Pearl. And when you find him, scare him a bit to teach him a lesson. I'll pay you for it.
I'll do it.
Good. You find him, and I'll tan his hide.
And where exactly is this bay?
Fisherman's Bay is northeast of here and runs through the middle of our island. You can't miss it.
Tell me more about the girl.
I don't know, some Mytilene, lovely, full of history and poetry from that school over there. She keeps my boy's head in the clouds instead of focused on his work.
Let's quit chatting so I can go find your son.
See that you do. I'll pay you, and then my boy's hide will pay for taking my boat out. Any word on my son?
Your son is dead. Drowned in his fishing net.
No. My boy. My poor boy. I pushed him too hard.
Excuse me?
We're born into darkness and rise up to the greatest peaks, before descending into darkness once more.
A warrior and a sophist. This is a first.
It is not philosophy, it's truth. Learned through violence, fate, and seeing evil. True evil.
You're talking about the writhing dread.
The creature. When it ambushed us outside, we thought only of survival. My spear allowed me to stay out of its gaze. I was lucky. My friends weren't.
Tell me how you were able to defeat the creature.
It all happened so fast. We had a plan to break into the temple and corner it, but it ambushed us before we got inside. There was no time for strategy after that.
Why go after the creature in the first place?
We were hired to steal an ancient item from within its lair by masked soldiers.
Tell me about the item they wanted you to steal.
Truth is, I don't even think they knew exactly what it is. After I killed the creature, I went to search the lair, but it was sealed.
Give me that spear.
We are warriors. To let it go without a fight would be to dishonor my fallen friends.
The mercenary knew nothing. He never made it inside the lair.
Then it was a waste of time. Lydia waits and we've done nothing to help her.
Not exactly. The mercenary carried this spear, which she claims killed the writhing dread.
No, the creature took Lydia. It can't be dead. It waits in its lair even now.
Then there may be a piece of this puzzle we don't yet understand.
Have you found a way inside the lair?
Lygia's story was true. The daughters of Artemis were protecting this... disc. Key. This... I have what opens the lair.
And you didn't hurt any of the daughters when you took it?
There was no need for violence. The daughters of Artemis didn't even know I was there.
Then Tyche truly is on our side. Ligia still stands a chance.
Breeze, wait!
Ligia! Ligia!
Malaga!
Ligia! Ligia? It's me, Prince.
Someone, I tell you, in another time, will remember us. Calm down and tell me what's wrong.
My husband, he's late. No, missing. He and his friends have tracked a giant wolf south of Mytilene. They want its pelt.
He'd better be a good hunter.
Without knowing, all I can do is worry.
If you say so.
Can I hire you to find my husband and kill the giant wolf for me?
Why would I need to kill the wolf? I can just bring back your husband and his friend.
If you don't, those two idiots will continue their hunt. I need this nightmare to stop, and I'll give you my husband's helmet as payment.
I'll find your husband and kill the giant wolf once and for all.
Thank you, Misthios. If there's anything I can do to help.
What makes you think it's not just an ordinary wolf?
My husband says it's twice the size as any he's seen.
Where south of Mytilene did he track the wolf to?
He tracked it southwest to the mountains, and set up a lookout near a shrine.
I'll find your husband and his friend, and kill the giant wolf for you.
May Apollo guide your arrows.
Who's there?
A woman sent me to kill a giant wolf and save her husband and his friend.
I'm the friend. Her husband, he's dead. We killed the giant wolf, but she was full of pups. A terrible mistake. We didn't know.
What's down there?
We, finished skinning the sea-wolf, then heard a sad and terrible howl. It was the mate. It tore into my friend and dragged me here. It's waiting.
It wants revenge.
You've got to kill it, or we die.
I'm not here to judge. I was hired to kill a wolf. Wait here.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
My husband hasn't returned. Please tell me he's coming.
Your husband is dead.
No!
But I killed the wolf and brought you its pelt. You can take comfort knowing he was avenged.
Comfort? Avenged? My husband is dead. Nothing will ever change that fact. Take his helmet and leave.
Do you have fear in your heart?
I should cut out yours just for asking.
Ha! I have a highly lucrative job offer, a dangerous one too. If you had fear in your heart, you might not be fit for the task at hand.
Nobody scares me.
But I'm not talking about a person. I'm talking about the most dangerous and unpredictable creatures alive. Bears.
What do you want with them?
I need some skins to make some breastplates. The best come from Chios Island, north of Chios City. I'll make one for you too, if you get them for me.
I'll get your bearskins for you.
Excellent! If you survive, I'll reward you with the finest breastplate ever created.
These bears, where can I find them?
In the haunted forest of Artemis, north of Chios City.
I have a feeling you could talk about bears all day. I'll return when I have the skins.
Do hurry. I've got paying customers waiting for breastplates made from those skins.
Look at all these people. What do they need in their lives? Some excitement, a little magic.
And you think you can deliver that?
Magic.
Is this magician bothering you?
I am not a magician. I'm Thespis, an actor. Who are you?
I'm Alexios, a Misthios.
A life of drama, violence, and tragedy. I can respect that.
Thespis had this brilliant idea to put on a play in this town. He's got a reputation as a great actor, so I thought, this could be a huge success. I'm beginning to think I thought wrong.
No, everything is under control. You keep an eye on the ticket sales, my darling Rodanthi, and my friend Alexios will take care of everything else.
I promise you, I know nothing about theater.
Don't be so modest. You'll be known as the hero who made Leonidas and his 300 Spartans, the play of the century.
The play is about King Leonidas. You know, my family...
Your family can come, of course. I'm sure they'll be proud to see you. Just help me tell that glorious hero's tale.
I'll help Thespis put on the play. The story of Leonidas must have its due.
Very well, then. I expect you to deliver.
So what do you need done?
Bring wine. Not for me, for our audience.
So you think the audience won't listen to the tale of Leonidas unless they're drunk?
They won't be drunk, just appreciative.
Where are you keeping the wine?
Well, I had wine, but then the local military commander commandeered... Hey, I should put that in the script. The Persian commander commandeered the, casks. That's it.
Then I'll have to re-commandeer it myself. Where is this commander?
He kept the expensive wine and left the rest for his soldiers. An ordinary audience might be content with the cheaper drink.
If we serve the best wine, we could get a more sophisticated audience. It might be harder to get to, but worth it.
You speak my language. Better wine could mean a more generous crowd.
Where are the two places the wine is being stored?
Most of it is in the stable of Ares, but the good stuff, that's in the Miurgi fort.
I'll take care of everything. That must be the good wine Thespis mentioned. Oh, but it smells awful. I should try it. Ugh, this tastes like horse piss. I can't serve this. There must be something better nearby. I found your wine.
Wonderful! Our guests will be in a fantastic mood before the play even starts.
I sampled the wine. It's excellent. I'll try selling tickets in the better part of town. Our wealthy patrons won't be disappointed.
So, when will I be able to see this play?
Well, there's a little complication with the cast. Finding them, I mean.
You've lost your actors?
None of them showed up at the last rehearsal. And the time before that, they seemed terribly discouraged. Someone might have been too harsh with them.
No one will get paid if they don't come back.
Exactly. There's 3 of them in all. They're playing Ephialtes, Xerxes, and Viennikis. I can give you an idea of where they might be.
So, who's playing Leonidas?
I am, of course. I trust no one but myself to carry the starring role.
So Xerxes, king of the Persians, is in your play?
Yes, and I found a tremendous actor to play him. He plays marvelous villains. He did mention that the Despontian ruins were inspiring him.
The Anikis. That was Leonidas' favorite lieutenant.
Yes, and played by a charming young fellow. A bit of a nervous type, though. I was surprised when he told me he was going gambling in the great square here in Elise.
So the traitor, Ephialtes, is missing. What a surprise.
Usually, my good friend Tros is dedicated to his craft. But the last time we spoke, he seemed touched by a certain religious fervor. He said he would pray at the spring of Piera.
I hope the actors turn up.
When you find our actors, send them back to me. And do your best to encourage them. Our performance will be terrible if the actors' hearts aren't in it.
And that means no one will pay us. Got it.
This is terrible. I'm really going to need a Leonidas to get out of this mess.
Are you playing Viennikis for Thespis?
I was, but now I can't. I lost all I had gambling with the commander. Now he says I'm his slave until I pay off the debt. I'll be working for him for years.
All right. Let's settle this debt.
Oh, thank you. The commander is right over there.
You want to play another game? So glad you brought company.
No, well...
I need my friend back. He's due to act in a play. I think it's time you let him leave.
What's the play?
Leonidas and his 300 Spartans. This man plays the Enikis. Leonidas is lieutenant.
Ah, a good military play. We need more of those on the stage. Of course, it would be best if they cast real soldiers instead of namby-pamby actors.
I'm not! Oh, never mind.
So here is how it is, Misthios. This Malakas owes me a debt that he's paying off with service. Do you intend to take his place? There's a price on your head.
Let's make a deal. My services as a Misthios against his debt.
Works for me. My soldiers used to be stationed at the stable of Evieas. We've relocated since then, but left behind a good luck charm by mistake. Bring it back, and we'll call this even.
Is that all? I'll be back before you know it. I found that good luck charm you mentioned. And the wolves you didn't.
Which I'm sure were no problem for a Misthios like you. Now, give me back my sword.
You never said this was a sword.
The best kind of luck is a fine blade. Hand it over.
Here you go. I take it we're even.
Yes. This will cover his debt. Now both of you get out of my sight.
We should leave. Follow me.
Do you think that commander will really leave me alone?
Maybe he won't. But if you're playing the Enikis, you must be ready to defend yourself. A Spartan doesn't cower at home just because he has enemies.
But I'm only a Spartan in a play.
Do you want to convince your audience or not? The Enikis had to live with the fear of being killed every day. Why should it be different for you?
I see. Knowing that commander could show up at my home any day with 12 men and set spears at my throat, that fear will inform my character. Thank you!
You're welcome. Now get back to Thespis for rehearsals.
Thank you. I don't think I could have survived much longer.
Why were those Malakas keeping you prisoner?
They were raving, convinced I'm the villains at play. They wanted me to lead them into a dark ceremony and tortured me to recite their spells. Nothing was enough.
You're safe now.
I am, but the witch has plans to harm the citizens of Elise. She says they wronged her, so she poisoned the shipment of supplies for the city.
I'll have to destroy those supplies before they get there.
But now that she knows you're here, she'll leave her hiding place and flee into the wilderness. No one will be safe if she escapes.
I can't let the witch escape. Who knows what she'll do next? That horrible witch won't hurt anyone ever again.
Oh, thank you. That delusional hag turned her followers against me. But now that she's dead, I should be fine. Right?
You'll be fine. You should go on and play your part knowing Xerxes is safe.
You're right. Xerxes was sure of himself. A god amongst men. I should be as confident as him.
I'm glad you see it that way. You should get back to Thespis.
I will. And thank you. Xerxes will rule at last!
Happy to have helped, Your Majesty.
Hello. Have you come to learn about the mysteries of Hedony?
Sure, I'd like to know. Let's start with, what's Hedony?
Hedony is the goddess of bliss, and since we all seek bliss, we are all Hedony.
I'm not seeking bliss. I'm seeking an actor.
We have no actors here, only teachers and students.
Look, his name is Tros. He's an actor working for Thespis.
I recall hearing that an actor joined us, but now his name is Hedony, like mine. Everyone here is Hedony.
Just give me a straight answer. I need to find that actor.
I'm sorry. I'm the only one permitted to speak with outsiders. But if you pass our initiation, others will speak with you too.
Fine. Initiate me. Hedony, what do I have to do?
Wonderful. You must complete 2 tasks to demonstrate your devotion. First, climb to the top of the waterfall of eternal joy and dive into froth of fantasy.
Right. And then what?
Then, explore the cave of deepest self-knowledge and return with the treasure you'll find inside.
Waterfall dive, cave treasure. Got it. I jumped from the waterfall and found the treasure. Now will you initiate me?
You have initiated yourself. Welcome to the mysteries of Hedony. Hedony, go talk with your brothers and sisters. They'll be happy to meet you.
I'll go speak with them now. Hello. Are you Tros, the actor?
You must be new. There are no actors here. Our only role is to be Hedony, to inhabit her grace and tranquility.
You sound like you know something about the theater.
I wouldn't say I know much about it. I might have studied a little Aristophanes, a little Euripides. Medea was robbed, you know.
I'm going to speak with some more hedonists.
That's a good name.
Hello. I'm looking for the actor, Tros. Is that you?
Oh, an actor. I'd love to be an actor. But my friends told me I need to practice my stage presence first.
That's wise advice. Good luck with that. Hello. I'm looking for Tros, the actor.
Well, none of us use our old names here, but acting, I know about that. Make the audience laugh when they want to laugh, and cry when they want to cry.
And how would you make an audience laugh?
Well, I'd probably slip and fall on a piece of goat's bladder. Works every time.
I see. And to make them cry?
I tell them about how much I miss my poor dead goat. And if that didn't work, I'd cut an onion at the same time. Old theater trick, you know.
Thanks for your time. I'll speak with the rest of the hedonists.
We should use that name. We might get more people joining with a snappy name like that.
Are you Tros? I'm looking for an actor named Tros.
What? I had nearly reached the 3rd level of Hedony's godly bliss when you interrupted me. Now I have to start all over again!
You get on with that. It's probably best you stay away from acting. Yere, are you Tros, the actor?
No. No, I'm not him.
Good. Otherwise, Thespis is terrible at choosing actors.
So, any luck finding your actor?
Even if you aren't Tros, I'm sure you could pull off this part. Come act in Thespis' play.
I'm flattered, but what am I supposed to tell my friends? We're supposed to honor the goddess Hedony together.
Look, your friends here already understand Hedony's teachings. But if you were on stage expressing them, then hundreds more people could hear your message.
You talk a good game. Sure, I'll do it to get the message out. Let everyone hear what Hedony can do for them.
Good. Thespis is waiting for you at Pelops Market in Elis.
Alexios, my muse, my helper, the one who saves my posterior. I require your assistance one last time.
You've got all your actors, Thespis. Your audience is sated. So, what's the problem now?
Leonidas himself is the problem. Picture it. I was rehearsing a monologue, brandishing my shield, encouraging my soldiers. Come back with your shield! Or under it!
I believe that's with your shield or on it.
No, I'm sure it's under it. But just as I gestured with my shield, I slammed it into my toe. And now I can barely stand, let alone act.
It's a shame you have to cancel the play after so much work, Thespis.
We are not canceling the play. We'd have to give back people's drachmae.
The show must go on. My Leonidas is right in front of me.
What? Me? I'm no actor.
And I'm no general, but on stage I am. Think of it. You could bring the great man's memory back to life. He could live again through you.
It's my destiny. I'll play Leonidas.
Excellent. So, let's do a quick run-through of your lines. You already heard the first part. Come back with your shield, or under it!
On it!
The next part is directed at Xerxes. The Persians come to make slaves of us all. I have a better idea. I say we drench the gods in wine!
I'm pretty sure Leonidas said, drench the gods with their blood.
I know what I wrote. Finally, when you confront the traitor, today was a day the Persians will never forget. Tomorrow is a day the kings will remember.
Tomorrow is a day the world will remember. Leonidas battled for all of Hellas and its freedom, not just Sparta.
I'm sure you'll get it right. If you like, go rehearse with the rest of the cast. But if you feel ready, to the stage with you.
I'm ready. Let's start the play.
Welcome to our play, the heroic tale of King Leonidas and his 300 Spartans. Behold, your Leonidas.
Thank you for being here. Remember that Leonidas was not only a king of Sparta, but the savior of all Greeks.
I am the Anikis, lieutenant of the great Leonidas. I will serve him until Hades himself comes to claim him. My commander, my king, we are outnumbered and outmaneuvered. What can I do to help?
What does the Spartan general have to say to his right-hand man?
Come back with your shield, or on it!
I am Xerxes, king of the Persians. Your puny god means nothing to me. Kneel before my immortal self. You Spartan cur! I will grind you and your people under my sandal!
How will Leonidas reply to his mortal enemy, Xerxes?
The Persians come to make slaves of us all. I have a better idea. I say we drench the gods with their blood!
I'm Ephialtes, exile and traitor. That's me. I'll bring doom to the Spartan army by revealing a secret god path to the Persians. The Spartans won't stand a chance. I've defeated your plans, Leonidas. I finally got your goat. Ha!
The traitor dares talk back to his king! What will Leonidas say to that?
Today was a day the Persians will never forget. Tomorrow is a day the world will remember.
Great job, my friend. Enjoy the crowd's reaction, because I don't think Thespis will be happy you went off script.
I think I can take care of him.
I can't believe it. You ruined my perfect script.
Didn't you hear the crowd? They wanted to hear the real story of Leonidas. I should know. He was my grandfather.
You never stop performing. I love that. You almost had me convinced, you joker. Here, you're part of the take.
Thanks. Maybe I'm more of an actor than I thought.
Ah, you are a welcome sight. Your beauty brings light into the darkness of what has become my life.
It's good to see you too, Phidias.
Now, this is important. No one saw you come here, did they?
No? Why?
You're sure you weren't followed? Good, good. They're out there, though. Watching. Waiting.
Who's after you?
The cult of Cosmos. Remember Athens? They never stopped hunting me, Alexios.
Why would they be after you now?
They want me dead. Moving me here has only bought a little more time. I need your help.
What makes you think you're in trouble now?
The other day, I received a skitali and a note.
Someone left you a piece of wood and a letter. I can see why you're frightened.
Oh, it's so much more than that.
What's so special about a stick?
It's not just any stick. The Skitali is used by the Spartans to send coded messages.
Okay, so let's talk about your stick.
Skitali!
All right, Skitali.
I need to get the code. Then I'll show you how it works.
What did the message say?
Look to your art. The King of Gods has a message to impart.
Fantastic. That's not a message. It's barely possible as a riddle.
It's obvious. The King of Gods.
Zeus.
Yes. And what am I?
There are so many answers to that, but... I suppose you're a sculptor.
Exactly.
So where do I need to go?
The Temple of Zeus, of course. It's here in Olympia. The clue for the Skitali should be around the statue.
Okay. If it'll put your mind at rest, I'll help.
Thank you. Now hurry and look to the statue of Zeus in his temple to find the message. Once I have the clue, I can decipher it with the Skitali.
Don't worry. I'll be back as soon as I can. So, what was the message? Did it give you the information you were looking for?
In a manner of speaking, the message you gave me, I wrapped it around the rod.
You wrapped it around your rod?
Yes, the Skitali. It's ingenious. The right message for the right rod. Wrap the cloth around it, and the letters should align, giving you the message.
Yes, very interesting. But what did it say?
It's directions.
Well, don't keep me waiting. What did it say?
It's a list of statues, and there's something else, but it's not complete.
Do you think the complete message will be revealed once all the statues have been visited?
I would assume so.
Someone's gone to a lot of trouble to ensure this remains a secret.
Maybe it will reveal the identity of the ones who want to dispose of me. Will you help?
Tell me what I need to do.
There are 3 locations listed. Each region has a statue of some renown placed there.
So it's safe to say that at each of these statues, there will be a clue.
Yes, it'll be quite a journey. The statues are scattered all over. There's one near Kythera, another at Thassos, and also Samos.
What statue should I be looking for in Kythera?
Oh, what an island. The birthplace of the goddess of love. How I wish I could go with you.
It is a fitting place, then, to look for Aphrodite.
Exactly. The island lies at the southeastern tip of the Peloponnese. You will find what we seek at Aphrodite's feet.
What's in Thassos?
Ah, a controversial statue indeed. It can only be the one of Theagenes from this northern isle.
Theagenes?
The Olympic hero. It's even rumored that Heracles himself was his father. He was exquisitely immortalized by the sculptor Glaukis of Aegina.
What statue should I seek in Samos?
Well, it's not exactly Samos or Lesbos, but a small island nestled between. In the bosom of the ocean, one might say.
Stick to the statue. What is it?
Why, Poseidon, of course. It is as if you are watching the god himself holding back the waves.
I should be on my way. This will take some time.
Of course. But I am excited to see where this will lead.
As am I. Stay safe, Phidias.
You too. And return to me as soon as you have all the clues.
Don't worry, I will.
Beast Slayer, I'm glad to see you again.
This boar was far harder to kill than the Caledonian one. But I've yet to meet a pig that can't be skewered.
The gods chose well when they sent you to me.
I follow where the gods lead, and they led me to you.
They have a sense of humor.
How so?
We will talk of the gods and their wishes once the hunt is done.
I'll return when I have more pelts. What seems to be the problem?
Empedocles be praised, and Mystios! I've done nothing wrong, yet these priestesses mean me harm. Please, my god is powerful and rich!
His god is a Malaka, a blasphemous blight on Aphrodite's hallowed soil. This is a matter for priestesses alone.
You said rich?
Indeed. Empedocles rewards those who come to his call. These priestesses have imprisoned him in the fort. He's a god. He deserves worship.
It doesn't sound like much of a god to me.
How could you?
You can't keep a god bound. And anyone who tried would die in the attempt.
Empedocles is not that kind of god.
He is no god at all. Your words are an affront to the will of Aphrodite.
If these priestesses speak for Aphrodite, then I speak for all three slumbering heads of Cerberus.
Time to go save a god, apparently.
Do as you will, Misthios. But even you cannot be everywhere at once.
I'll be fine. Is there anything else you need to know?
Where can I find this god of yours?
They have him locked in a cage in Scandia Bay with the livestock. This would be shameful for any regular god, and more so for a vegetarian god.
Does he stand out in any way? There may be more than one prisoner.
The guards stripped him naked. And when you are confronted with his gift, Empedocles' godly nature will be hard to deny.
His gift?
Let's just say you'll know it when you see it.
I know all I need. Your Empedocles will be freed. No need to thank me for your rescue. Your lack me is thanks enough.
Me? Thank you? Here? With no audience? No, my heroic friend. The stage is not set. Our performance is missing that most vital ingredient. An audience. Meet me by my personal statue so we may continue. We worship a little differently where I'm from. We don't kill a man for what he believes. We show respect.
Respect is for the gods, not those who pretend to be them.
The world is full of strife, yes, but also love. Embrace it. Embrace me. And I will personally introduce you to all my family. The gods.
I saw Empedocles risk his greatest treasure, running naked through a military camp, and showed no fear. There is clearly something special about this man.
You've made no friends today.
Who needs friends when I have the gods?
Thank you for your support, Misthios. In the future, my Empedocles could use someone with your talents.
Even a god won't work for free.
Of course. What else would I spend my drachmae on? Clothes?
Of course. Why would you?
Perhaps you could aid me in another matter.
I'll help you. How often do you get to help a god?
Of my caliber? Never. Come, my well-muscled friend. There is much to discuss. But first...
So you're not the god of getting to the point?
The likeness is terrifyingly good, don't you think?
Terrifying, yes. What did you need?
A god never needs help. But yes, please. I've been having trouble with my brothers and sisters.
The gods?
Family problems. When I first arrived on Kythera, I was imprisoned for my beliefs. They stole my purple robe, and inside it is a very special disc. The key to my family estate.
And you want this disc retrieved?
Of course. The disc is a key. A key that opens a door to the gods themselves. This disc must be returned to me.
You said this robe thief intercepted you at the dock. Do you know where he is now?
He and his guards patrol along Kythera's main roads. But he enjoys roughing up recent arrivals.
The gods would protect themselves with more than a locked door opened by a disc.
Oh, but you should see the door, Misthios. Something so beautiful was not crafted by mortal hands. And my brothers, my sisters, I hear them calling me home from beyond it.
What are your godly brothers and sisters really like, Empedocles?
As any sibling, loving, filled with strife. They once caught me eating lamb and cast me out. Though, between you and me, that lamb, worth it.
The gods wait for no one.
Patience is not one of our virtues, no. Will you help?
This disc sounds important. I'll find the man who stole it, and return it to you.
Look how he strides. The confidence. If I didn't know better, I'd say there were two gods on Kythera.
I found your disc.
Praise me! Clearly I have worked through you.
Clearly. Time to meet the gods, then?
I'd love to introduce you to my family. Of course, if you're ready to join me.
Now, this should be interesting.
That, my dear Mistios, I can absolutely guarantee. A moment, please, while I address my audience. Rejoice! For I, your humble god, shall introduce you to my brothers and sisters. Athena awaits you. Ares demands your audience.
That's a big promise.
You doubt me?
I don't doubt the joy you've brought your followers.
Their loyalty will be rewarded. As will yours. We set sail for the Gulf of Corinth, and all the secrets she veils. Meet us there, and see the truth for yourself.
And meet your siblings? I wouldn't miss it.
Hey, Mistios? You'll be punished for what you've done. I didn't murder your son. It wasn't me. The gods have sent you to help me, haven't they?
This crime will not go unpunished. Tell me what you need.
Nemesis has heard my cries.
What's going on?
My son was murdered at the Murex warehouse. His head smashed in like an egg. It was Kithira's leader. I heard them arguing in the warehouse. Then why didn't you stop them? You lie! Go to the warehouse and find out who killed my son, Mistios. Justice must be served.
Your son's death will not go unpunished. What evidence do you have against Kithira's leader?
Your son was fooling around with the leader's daughters. All 4 of them. Daughters? I forbade him. Told him the leader is a fearsome and vindictive man. He was blinded by the reaches. Check the fort and you'll find the gifts they gave him.
What makes you think he did it?
We took him in and gave him a job. But all he's done is steal from us. My boy fired him, kicked him out. I did steal, but I would never hurt someone. You hurt him when you betrayed him, Malaka.
That doesn't mean he killed him. Where is the warehouse located?
At the end of the harbor. It's a bloody mess now.
I'll go to the warehouse and see what I can find.
Find out who the murderer is, Mistios. I'll make sure this Malaka stays put. I'm innocent. You'll see. What did you find, Mistios?
I searched the warehouse and found a gold bracelet and a heavy stone tablet covered in blood.
See? I told you you'll find gifts from the leader's daughters. It's not proof of innocence. What's this about a stone tablet? Tablet? I don't know of any tablet. Mistios, tell me who murdered my son. This worm or Kithira's leader?
If the fort leader is as strong as you say, only he could have lifted a tablet like the one I saw. There's no way this scrawny thief could have swung it like a weapon.
Then kill Kithira's leader. You will be paid when he ceases to draw breath. And make it a slow, painful execution.
It will be done.
Thank you, Mistios, for clearing my name.
What's all this about?
It's about adventure, thrills, danger, and untold fortunes.
I love a good adventure.
If you've got the drachmi and the time, I've got a once-in-a-lifetime adventure just for you.
Tell me more.
Secrecy is key, Mistios. We can't just have anyone knowing there's a fortune to be found. But first, everything has a price. Pay up, and I'll give you a tablet with everything you need to know.
Here you go.
Excellent. Here you go. This tablet will lead you directly to untold riches.
What? Just tell me where...
The tablet reveals all.
What does that even mean?
Just look at the tablet and follow the directions, Mistios. My work here is done.
What's going on? The chest was empty.
Inconceivable. Maybe you don't know how to read a tablet? I guarantee you there's something inside.
How can you be so sure?
Because I'm the one who put it there. I mean, Malaka.